It's already July as we approach the south of Iran. We are back in the massive Zagros mountain range. The landscape is dry and barren, and the sun is burning relentlessly. Bike touring here at this time of year is a bit of a challenge. We haven't experienced the worst of it yet, but oh boy, will we get there. This will be the last video of us cycling in this crazy country that is so much more than we had expected.
Like never before, we are overwhelmed by the huge variety of impressions. Even after 2.5 months, we are still amazed day after day. However,
we have, I think, 10 days left to leave the country, and we are pretty much in the middle of it. The shortest route to Bandar Abbas at the Persian Gulf would be 500 kilometers southeast. Instead, for the first time since France, we are riding our bicycles west. By adding a 400 kilometers detour, we can not only visit the legendary ruins of Persepolis, but also Shiraz, capital of the Fars province and city of poets. Hello!
wow! I mean, I have no words.
Wow!
Alude Shirazi.
Shirazi?
Water. My name is Jamshid Jamali. Jamshid Jamali.
Traditional Iranian ice cream and tea and cold water.
Yeah.
Amazing. This nice man wanted to invite us so badly to his home, but it's getting hot, so it's not a good time for us to make a break. Go to his village, because then we know we'll stay there for a while. They will give us a lot of food and drinks, and of course it's very comfortable. So then basically we will not cycle anymore today. But because our visa time is running really short now, so we need every hour, but it's not too hot to cycle. Bye bye.
The intense encounters with Iranians impress us the most. All over the country, they welcome us with great curiosity and almost selfless hospitality, despite the enormous challenges they face in their everyday life.
منم محمد علی چون مهربانی بخونم شعرها وای عاشقابانی بخونم شعرها وای عاشقابانی.
براو. خیلی ممنون.
به زور مچ یه کنفکار هستم. یه کونه بردم کو بالا.
What's your name? اسم
من محمد علی.
محمد علی. Nice to meet you.
Matthias. Aref. خیلی ممنون.
به زور مچ از اول.
Wow.
What is it? Judo? Judo? Or karate? What is it?
Judo?
Judo?
بله بله.
Judo? Ah, wow. Thank you so much.
خیلی خوب. خیلی خوب.
We're not sure what this celebration is about. In any case, we gladly accept the free drinks they offer to everyone. Cold water with lemon, rose water and plenty of sugar.
We spent our daily heat break in a restaurant. Matthias and I worked a little bit. Matthias also slept sometimes. And now we have 50 kilometers to Persepolis.
Tired from long days of cycling, late evenings with our random hosts and thus short nights, Arov is determined that we sleep in our tent tonight. We already successfully declined several very kind invitations during the day, but this is easier said than done. Got invited again. That's incredible.
How many times have complete strangers invited you to stay in their home? There is so much to learn for us, and all these intimate insights give us an unusual sense of connection with the people of this country.
Hello, hello. You're not so interested in us, huh? Okay, that's good. They're not. Hey, hey! Hey, what do you want from me, huh? No, no, no. That's okay. Go, go, go. That's okay. I'm going, you're going, okay? Yeah. Usually in Iran, dogs ignored us so much that it almost hurt our feelings. Wow, that still had the German license plate on the front. In these tents live nomads. They move around the country for centuries and obviously go with the seasons, kind of like us. They live in these tents and work on the fields and help the local farmers wherever they are. And in the winter time they go closer to the coast towards Bandar Abbas. And yesterday we met a small family of nomads when Reza invited us into his house because he also works with them. It's very interesting. Historically, the Turkic people are believed to have arrived in Iran from Central Asia from the 11th or 12th century onwards. The Qashqai were nomadic pastoralites and some remain so until today. However, like the family that hosted us the night before, a majority settled down in the 1960s under government pressure. Persepolis, the city of Persians. It's a Greek name, actually. Kind of the ceremonial capital of the ancient Persia, built 2,500 years ago.
This archaeological marvel features the remains of grand palaces, impressive terraces, and intricate bas-reliefs that tell the stories of a once mighty civilization.
The Achaemenid Empire, or First Persian Empire, was founded by Cyrus the Great in 550 BCE, the largest empire by that point in history. At its greatest extent, it spanned from the Balkans and Egypt in the west over West Asia as base the majority of Central Asia to the northeast, and the Indus Valley to the southeast. It is recognized for its centralized bureaucratic administration, complex infrastructure, the use of official languages across its vast territories, and the development of civil services, including a large professional army.
Persepolis was not just a political hub, but a cultural and spiritual center where kings celebrated Nowruz, the Persian New Year. As we explore its ruins, we admire the sophisticated artistry and architectural genius, offering a glimpse into the opulence and power of ancient Persia.
You know, these terrible people that scratch their names into historic buildings. For instance, here, Lieutenant Colonel McCollan J. Meade, Consul General, 1898. Here, W. Braunagel from Baden-Baden, very close where I am from, in 1924.
German. W. Graf Schulenburg.
Graf Schulenburg, Gesandter, that means he was an envoy to Persia. It's very hot, way over 40 degrees Celsius. We are in Marvasht on our way to Shiraz. We have to keep going. The last days we did 80 to 100 kilometers every day. Whew. In a couple of minutes we'll be at the top. It's the last climb before Shiraz. Let's go.
We are now visiting the Bazaar of Shiraz, the last city where we will do a proper sightseeing before we rush to Bandar Abbas.
Even though we only have a few days left, we can't skip the bazaar. Like no other place, bazaars reliably surprise us with new and colorful impressions, smells and flavors.
In the traditional homes in the last weeks we have seen a lot of women that are making carpets, and here's this colorful wool that they use to make this beautiful carpets.
Salam.
Salam, salam.
Is this sweet or sour?
Oh, we can try, Matthias.
Oh wow, cool. Well known.
Jam? Muraba?
What's the name?
Torshak.
What is this? Torsh?
Torshak.
Ah.
Torshak.
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 Sour.
Sour, yes.
Sour. Ah.
Maybe a cherry. Looks like a cherry to me.
Yes.
Well known. Wow, that's very interesting. It's a cherry, but it is also salty. I did not expect this. Very powerful taste. Okay, now let's try this. Maybe could be a plum. No? Ooh. Wow. Wow. Wow, this is so sour. Wow. But it is a plum, no? Wow. It's so brutally sour. And salty. You look at this and you think it's like sweet jam.
Do you make them yourself?
Yeah.
And how do you eat them usually? Like, when do you eat this typically? Do you eat this at breakfast or dinner, lunch?
Fresh, this, and this. This track.
Just like this, snack? This is one of many ways how they bring the sourness to their food. Thank you so much.
Welcome to Iran.
So let's see what else we can find here.
Sahur.
What? Sahur?
Yes, come here.
Hello, madam. Hello, mister. Welcome to Iran.
Dessert.
Yes.
Dessert soğan.
Dessert, okay.
Dessert.
The base of this traditional Persian saffron brittle toffee consists of flour, egg yolk, rose water, sugar, butter, saffron and cardamom. Whisk is when heated, it quickly solidifies at room temperature.
Stop.
Put some pistachio.
Bana bir önce.
Run.
Ah, right.
Aynen orada da. Kal. Karat.
I think I destroyed it a
Okay,
little
this
bit.
is the one Arif made.
Then
This is how it looks professionally.
The name of the sweet is
This is my Sorat home.
Sorat Rom.
Home.
Like from the city Rom.
Yes.
So sohan is a very typical Iranian sweet. It has a very soft texture and a very rich taste. Very pleasant, very, very tasty.
Thank you very much.
The following day we visit the Nasir al-Mulk Mosque. It is renowned for its stunning glass windows and vibrant tiles. Built during the Qajar dynasty in the late 19th century, its interior comes alive with a kaleidoscope of colors when the morning sunlight filters through the stained glass.
The intricate tile work features delicate floral patterns and arabesques, with shades of pink giving the mosque its nickname. The Pink Mosque, a truly mesmerizing visual experience.
We are at the outskirts of Shiraz. It's 500 kilometers to Bandar Abbas. We have only 4 days left. It's brutally hot and it's only to get much hotter because we are overall descending 1,500 meters or something. Will be challenging, but we have to be there in 4 days. Let's see how it goes. Can we do it or not?
Where is the money?
Fruit handler Jawad just gave us a huge bag of fruits. Apricots, cherries, apples, everything.
دادی بر بادام دادی بر بادام بهر دیدارت
Okay. I think this is the way.
روی مهرویت روی مهرویت ای تو دلدارم
Sudden change of plans. We did not ask for it, but this nice lad just waited for us after overtaking us. He's going to Bandar Abbas and he offered to take us. Thank you very much.
It was obvious to him that we are on our way to Bandar, and he insists that it's too hot to cycle. Also, Matthias did not need a lot of convincing. Well, I really wanted to cycle, but... Ready?
So my name is Matthias. What's your name?
Mustafa Jafari.
Mustafa Jafri. Thank you so much. We should make a video just about Nissan Abis. Nissan Abi, the blue Nissan. The drivers of them are everywhere. It's the strongest pickup truck in Iran. They use it for everything. And the drivers are so nice. They always stop for us, give us fruits or water, or take us to some places.
Directly to Bandar Abbas.
Yes, today direct to Bandar Abbas.
ماشاءالله ماشاءالله بهش بگید ماشاءالله
Nissan Abi trucks have become a cultural symbol in Iran. They even got a successful comedy series on Iranian TV. Their drivers are respected for their strong personality and the ability to transport literal mountains of stuff in a single go.
I'm gonna drive Nissan Abi.
Change of the driver! So, you feel comfortable driving Nissan Abi?
We will see. This one?
Ha.
How? Okay. Yeah. Yeah? Is okay? Okay. Wow. Wow, this car is crazy. Wow, I'm in a new world because this is okay. The clutch is absolutely brutal. To get in the gears is absolutely mental. But they're still being built new in Iran, right? So wow. Yeah. So here is the bomb. There, 3. We'll get there. I will be slower, but wow. Oh, and the gearbox is really rough. Let's call it rough. The clutch is also really rough. Everything is really rough on this car. And also it's very big and heavy. But I can almost drive straight. So I'm getting there eventually.
Matthias, خوب؟
اتومات خوب دنده کلچ خوب
It's called water cooling.
Mohammed looked at the watch and saw that we are getting late. He started driving again.
I think I would need a couple of years practice to be able to drive like him, but it was a lot of fun.
توی شرقی توی گرما ما میرم کنار دریا منتظر بران نشینم تا قیامت حالا با یوم یا روزم واسه دریا چشمی دوزم دل غافل که نیومد تا ابد به پاش میسوزم جونی جونم بیا دردت به جونم شب مهتاب
We are now at the 4th or 5th gas station. All other ones before did not have any benzene. This one seems to have a little bit. But, yeah.
No?
Let's see.
No benzene.
It will not be enough.
Crazy. I have never seen such thing. We hope Mohammed will make it home.
Yes.
It seems like Iran's national fuel reserve is fairly tight these days. Petrol prices in Iran are set by the regime and heavily subsidized. Citizens can buy the first 60 liters per month for 15,000 Iranian rials, currently about 2 cents US per liter. Beyond that, the price doubles. The whole economy is now heavily addicted to absurdly cheap fuel, raising consumption and driving down prices for everything else. As a result, the government continues to print money, leading to inflation rates of 40% and more, a vicious circle.
In November 2019, massive protests erupted all over the country after a 50% fuel price increase. At least 230 people were killed in the following government crackdown. Probably a lot more. We arrived!
It is so hot here.
Hot!
Thank you so much. Kilimanjaro. Just packing our bicycles and look at me.
And that's without cycling.
This is 40 degrees and pretty high humidity, which does not feel very nice.
Thanks to Mohammed, we reached Bandar Abbas earlier than expected. Situated on the southern coast along the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz, it serves as the primary hub for the country's maritime trade. From here we will board a ship to the United Arab Emirates.
As we now have some time to spare, we can explore Hormuz Island. During the winter month, it is a very popular tourist destination, and we are keen to find out why.
برای دیدن تو بیقرارم تا بیام از سفر بیام و حلقه بر در بزنم که اومدم بی خبر میام تا سر بذارم روی سینت تا که باور کنی
We're almost at the place where the ferry will leave to Hormuz, which is probably the most beautiful outdoor sauna in the world in the summer months, which is now in the middle of July. In that 30 minutes it took us to get here from our safe space with air condition. I probably lost about 1 liter in sweat, so I will quickly run over the side of the street and try to buy a lot of water.
We can't say often enough how hot and humid it is. It's just impossible to breathe.
That was a rip-off. But the bazaar is closed at this time of the day because nobody is so crazy to be outside. So that was double the normal price in Iran. But anything for surviving, right?
I'm gonna put some of these seeds into the water because the locals said it's better, it keeps the water in the body longer. I've never sweated this much in my life, even in the saunas.
Air conditioning. I'm literally in 1 liter of sweat and it's not drying. In the meantime, I was buying the tickets for the ferry to Hormuz. Margot is not feeling very well on this ferry because it's a small ship, it's going up and down, and let's hope she can do it.
Aref managed not to throw up. Seems like our island expedition is off to a great start.
Matthias is losing another piece of his clothing.
Yeah. I've worn them for almost a year, almost every day. Also my cycling gloves are giving up pretty much. Yeah. It's not made for this kind of abuse.
I think it will not be a problem in Bandar Abbas.
Looks a little bit stupid, but okay. We need to find a supermarket where we can buy water, tons of water.
For a tourist hotspot, the town looks suspiciously deserted. Assuming that there would be restaurants, we didn't even bring food.
invited us to his home. What? Alta?
Huh? We've been saved from the humidity and hot weather, and now we got here some food. Our host's mother is healing one girl right now. She got bitten and now she came here with swollen red arms.
So we rested here for over 2 hours. Okay. We have to go now.
Our host offered us his motorbike to visit the island and to sleep at his house for the night. We politely declined. We are determined to camp on the famous Silver Beach in the south of the island.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye, bye bye.
So,
Should be enough. Some bread and canned beans. We'll survive.
crazy. I mean, unfortunately, we just have one day for this island, but we already see we could spend many days here
I couldn't.
if it wasn't this humid, of course.
In 6 months in winter.
Yeah, it's really terrible.
Also known as the gateway to the Persian Gulf, Hormuz Island spans about 42 square kilometers and is renowned for its striking red soil, rich in iron oxide. It consists of colorful mountains, pristine beaches, salt caves and geological marvels like the Rainbow Valley, where multi-hued rocks create a surreal landscape.
My body is struggling bad. I feel terrible. I don't want to breathe because it's so pointless. It feels. I feel dizzy. I can't drink more than I'm already drinking. I'm sweating faster than I can replace the fluid in my body, I think. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Whew. Oh my god. Oh, we are here in the Rainbow Valley. It's after 6 p.m. The sun is already pretty low, and this is not clouds, this is just the humidity blocking the sunlight. So we're looking straight into the sun. Also, the temperature is already the low temperature on this island, according to the weather forecast, 33 degree. Air temperature with 80% humidity is the minimum we're gonna have. I'm absolutely soaked. I just tried to pee, barely anything, and that was dark yellow. Literally everything is red. Oh my god. Okay, let's go down. Yes, red beach. Here we go.
We've been told to continue from the Red Beach this direction, where we can eventually camp at the Silver Beach. I don't know if this was the best decision to cross here at the beach. It's already very dark actually. I'm not sure if we will be able to find a proper spot for camping.
The Silver Beach with the bicycle was a big failure, so we had to go all the way back. So instead we're going to camp on the Red Beach.
Apparently, on clear nights, the entire Silver Beach transforms into an otherworldly spectacle. The moonlight casts a shimmering glow on the sand, creating an ethereal sparkling effect. The tranquil waves gently lap the shore, reflecting the starry sky and enhancing the magical ambience. However, due to the extreme humidity, it is so foggy that the moon and the stars stand no chance.
It's 9:30 or 10 p.m. I feel horrible. This can really make me mad. We put up the tent here, but I don't know how I possibly can even think of sleeping. I think before I will go and become a lunatic. I don't know, it's in the night. I'm dripping sweat. I feel horrible. Why? Why?
Oh my god, it is terrible.
Okay. I'll try to sleep without killing Aleph or myself. Hopefully see you tomorrow. There have not been many nights that have been worse than this in my life. It's now 5 a.m. Sun is going up, but you can't see it because it's so humid. Still 32 degrees. We'll try to take the first ferry back to the mainland. We need to get to an AC. And I really wonder how we will do this when we go to Dubai in 2 days.
We had not expected the most pleasant night, but 32 degrees Celsius air temperature did not seem overly excessive. This was a very bad judgment due to our lack of knowledge and experience mixed with some level of hubris. Having cycled through the Iranian deserts, we had faced days close to 50 degrees Celsius. However, much unlike back then, here at the Persian Gulf it does not cool down effectively after sunset. The relative humidity skyrocketed to over 90% that night. Under these conditions, the conventional measurement of air temperature basically loses its significance.
The wet bulb temperature is the lowest temperature that can be achieved by evaporating water over the bulb of a thermometer, basically showing the combined effect of heat, humidity and evaporation. Where I'm from, the typical wet bulb temperature in a bedroom ranges between 10 degrees Celsius to 13 degrees. Here in Hormuz, our bodies endured over 30 degrees for 14 hours straight. As it turns out, this not only feels miserable, it also poses a potentially fatal threat to humans outside.
I feel horrible. There's no energy, I have a headache, I'm still sweating.
That's truly has been the most awful night of our lives, but I'm very, very glad we have suffered. Oh my god, is this normal?
We need to sleep and cool down.
So we raced to Hormuz City to catch the early ferry. Take us an hour to get to Bandar Abbas and then another hour to get to our hosts, where I can take a shower and sleep.
It's cold.
It is 6 a.m. We're still in Bandar Abbas on the way to the ferry port where we take the ship to Sharjah in the United Arab Emirates. At our little visit to Hormuz, I had a heat stroke. My body could not cope, so I was knocked out for 2 days. But now I'm okay again and I'm ready to go to Dubai, where it's just about 7 to 8 degrees hotter. So we'll see how that goes.
Before we close this chapter of our journey, some thoughts we have been carrying with us. You probably realize that Iran now has a very special place in our hearts. In large part, this is because of the at times overwhelming kindness we experienced. 4 out of 5 nights we spent in the homes of Iranian families. We feel close because they let us come close.
However, after a few weeks filled with great excitement, we also noticed an unfamiliar melancholy growing stronger. For the sake of everyone's security, we chose not to film many of our encounters. As different as they all were, young or old, male, female, religious or not, poor or well off, married or single, Azeri, Kurdish, Persian or else, progressive or conservative, all of them struggled, consciously or unconsciously, some of them more obvious than others.
We have never been more aware of the high degree of individual freedom that we have been able to enjoy since we were born. To speak without fear. And yes, we have never been as grateful for the privilege of growing up in secular societies, for not being forced to abide by religious rules, regardless of what we personally choose to believe.
That being said, it truly is an extraordinary country full of exuberant diversity, history, landscapes, cultures, sounds, flavors, people, lifestyles, and of course, a mind-boggling level of contradictions. Farewell, Iran, you intriguing beauty. We thank you and wish you well from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you so much for watching, for coming with us, for supporting us and liking our videos, to our contributors on buymeacoffee.com. Thank you very much. It is helping us a lot to edit these videos.
By openly sharing what we see and feel, we hope to inspire some people to venture a bit themselves or get a glimpse through our lens.
Producing this kind of long-format travel documentary takes ridiculous amounts of time, effort, money, and of course coffee. We love taking you with us, and every single contribution helps us to get another episode out.
Via buymeacoffee.com/aworldbiketour you can top up our budget for more coffee, desperately needed equipment, food and accommodation, supporting our independently produced niche content. Since recently you can even send all your money to paypal.me/amazingworldbiketour. Links are in the description below.
In the meantime, you can also watch how we ended up here by clicking on our full playlist from our first pedal strokes all the way to Iran and hopefully far beyond.
In any case, hit the like button and leave a comment. We and YouTube absolutely love them. All this helps tremendously in getting our project sustainable. Until next time.
And may the wind be in your back. Yes, and see you in Dubai.
We can only hope. Look at me. This is miserable.